Oh, shit. I forgot about the beer. You want some?
Oh.
How about some ether?
What?
Never mind. All right, let's get right to the heart of this thing. 24 hours ago, we were sitting in the Pogo Lounge at the Beverly Heights Hotel. In the patio section, of course. Drinking Singapore slings with mezcal on the side. Hiding from the brutish realities of this foul year of our Lord, 1971.
Perhaps this is the call you've been waiting for all this time, sir.
Yeah. Really? Yeah? Why not? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was headquarters. They want me to... They want me to go to Las Vegas at once. Make contact with a Portuguese photographer named Serga. He'll have all the details. All I have to do, check into my soundproof suite. He'll seek me out. What do you think?
Sounds like real trouble. You're gonna need plenty of legal advice before this thing is over.
Oh, yeah.
As your attorney, I advise you to rent a very fast car with no top.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll need the cocaine. Tape recorder for special music. Acapulco shirts. Get the hell out of LA for at least 48 hours. Blows my weekend. Because naturally, I'm gonna have to go with you. And we're gonna have to arm ourselves to the teeth.
Well, why not? I mean, everything's worth doing. Worth doing right. This is the American dream in action.
Wait!
Should we be fools not to ride this strange torpedo all the way out to the end?
Indeed. We must do it. What kind of story is this?
It's the mid-400. It's the richest off-road race for motorcycles and dune buggies in the history of organized sport. It's a fantastic spectacle in honor of some fat back Rosero who owns the luxurious Mint Hotel in downtown Las Vegas. At least that's what the press release says, anyway.
Well, as your attorney, I advise you to buy a motorcycle. How else can you cover a thing like this righteously?
Well, we're gonna have to draw it up on our own. Pure, gonzo journalism. Getting hold of the drugs and shirts had been no problem. But the car and tape recorder were not easy things to round up at 6:30 on a Friday afternoon in Hollywood.
Sounds beautiful. Great, hang on to it. Fucking A, the gentleman has a major credit card.
That's right, man. Don't take any guff from these fucking swine.
You just got through saying that. Do you realize who the fuck you're talking to?
Hey.
Do you? Be over in 30 minutes.
We're gonna need a sound store.
We won't make the nut unless we have unlimited credit.
Jesus Christ, we will, man. You Samoans are all the same. You have no faith in the essential decency of the white man's culture. The store was closed, but the salesman said he would wait if we hurried. But we were delayed en route when the...
Dude, last 48 hours has been wild, to say the least. Yeah. What's going on, Flo? Good to see you. Good to see you. This last, yeah, like I said, like this last week has been wild. And yesterday, a lot of y'all probably seen a side of me that you've never seen before. You know, we are, as humans, multidimensional, multifaceted people, or whatnot. At least we try to be, right? When you're self-actualized, right? And yeah, y'all caught me at a moment that normally I don't really express, but under special circumstances that were happening the last 48 hours, shit was expressed. I'll give you some context to what happened yesterday. It was, yeah. Some stuff happens. It's like in one day. It seems like 5 weeks, you know? So yeah, I go to work, go to my, my career. And then I get back and I'm getting messages from people. And I'm speaking of Flow. I'm looking at Flow State. I'm looking at a couple other streams, and there's this Neve going around talking about me and lying and making up narratives and talking shit. And I'm like, fuck, what the fuck's going on? I don't even know this person. I know of them and whatnot. And when you start talking shit about me, especially when you're creating false narrative, I'm going to say something. And the way we do things, if I don't know you and you're running your mouth, I'm gonna latch on to things and dig deep and try to hurt your feelings, the things that I see that I know will probably hurt your feelings. And one of the only things I know about this Neve is that they're a transgender person. What else? They talk mad shit, right? They're talking mad shit about me on other people's platform, even when people are telling them to ease back, relax. I know their channel has a lot of drama and tea sipping going on, tea spilling, which it seems like the majority of what's going on. And that's all I know about you. So I'm going to see you as low-hanging fruit, and I'm going to knock your head off. And that's what I did. You heard harsh language and whatnot. That's what happens when I don't really know you and you're running your mouth. So that was the context there. It wasn't like I was just going around out the blue, knocking this person's head off just because I don't move like that, you know? But it was said, and that was that. And people caught strays. People caught strays because, you know what I mean, they're getting to people's business that they shouldn't be. And I get it. People's friends, people have friends and whatnot. Because I know if somebody was coming at my good friend, especially with no breaks, that person that's coming out, my friend was coming up without any breaks, just letting them have it, I probably would have something to say as well. You know, and so certain people felt like they had to say something. Certain people like Mud Crab, which, you know, he came at me on the privately in the DM, which was pretty cool, you know, pretty graceful in the sense that he seemed to be thoughtful about what happened and seeing the thing holistically, you know, and I talked to him for a second because, yeah, I'm busy, bro. Like I said earlier, and I don't have time to lay around Discords and wait to go live at, like, we got things to do. So, you know, I spoke to the man for a little bit. He gave me his opinion, and we moved on from there, right? And he let me know that this Neve person was his good friend, and I think I kind of could see that from the times I've seen them together talking and whatnot. And I can understand how he's like, fuck that, bro. You saying some wild shit and stuff. You know, that's my friend and whatnot. And that's and I get it. That's your friend. I respect that. That's your friend. I don't necessarily like that person, but I respect the fact that's your friend. You're sticking up for them. And mind you, I would have knocked off anybody's head, be it they're transsexual, straight, gay, black, white, disabled. I would have tore into, especially if I don't know them and they're talking mad shit and spreading false narratives about me on places I go. I'm gonna tear into those things, whatever it is that I know it's gonna get at them. I don't give a fuck. right? And I'm not one of these people says, I don't give a fuck about what anybody says. I'm going to do what I do. I do care what people think to a certain extent. I'm not a psychopath, you know? But that's what we do, man. When we don't know you, we're going to latch on to shit. And then, it ain't like other people here in this space haven't done certain use those terms or done other things too, right? I guess I just don't get a pass from some people. But so yeah, so Mudcrab, he came at me straight up like a G, literally contacted me, you know, when we didn't have to, whatever. Who knows what other motives he had, but I think in the end he's a solid person, definitely. And yeah, that's how that went. Shout out to Provo in the house. He said, yo, you fell down the drama loop drain. Yeah, pull yourself out this low level content. Oh yeah, for sure. Things need to be getting addressed. I appreciate that, Holmes. Yeah, I appreciate that, Holmes. There's like a clog, a hair drain clog of stuff. Gonna pull myself out, huh? That's what we're doing, you know. Yeah. So what's going on? What do you say? People call me NPC. Yeah, that's my name. That's the channel's name. NPC. What we call it? They call it non-player character. Niggas pushing consciousness, right? NPC, yeah, because it's called the NPC the game, the channel, because we made a video game about a sheep waking up from its reality and trying to navigate the reality. It's literally, we have the beta. I mean, you could play it. Yeah, it's NPC the game. It's the channel. That's the game. This is the channel. This is what we're doing right now. But yeah, so Crap did his thing, and then Resto Chesto, he's a friend of Neves. He said that on his interview that I had with him, and yeah, I get it. That's your friend, and I respect that. And I know you as a friend, acquaintance, whatever, but I know you. I thought I knew you better than what's his name, Mud Crab, and he reached out to me. He contacted me, but you had, and the only thing I think I mentioned your name, like just like I'm going to do it now in the sense that I was wondering when you were going to call, or why you haven't called me after what happened with the Mel stuff, because you're her manager, and that's what managers do. They represent their clients when there's stuff that goes on, professional stuff with for example, if they're a host, their clients are a host, and there's some shenanigans going on with one of the guests they had on during the thing. You know, I thought you would call me, but you never called me, and that's all I said. Yet you go on your broadcast and just start spewing well, first of all, you call me a liar, bro, on some shit. You call me a liar without looking at what was going on, the whole situation. You call me a liar straight up without realizing the fact, or maybe you did, who knows, you haven't contacted me still to this day, that your client Mel literally co-signed what I said about her, sent me messages saying, I got the receipts saying that she's sorry, her bad for going live at the end of her going live at the end of our awards ceremony while there were still 30 minutes left. Mel critiqued the awards as it was going on, as she was getting her award, and didn't come over. She apologized for that, for going live, right? Yet you, who's supposed to know so much and be on top of shit, literally called me a liar, which, where I'm from, it's like similar to the mafia shit when you see these things, like where someone may not like somebody or assume certain things, but they're never going to call someone a liar unless they have paperwork, right? Because once you call someone a liar, it turns into a whole new ball game. A whole new ball game, right? Where lives are on the line and things never really go back to where they were before. Yeah, so you got to use that word sparingly, bro. I'm gonna be. I don't like the little bro people lately, mostly, but you gotta. My advice is do your homework, man, and realize the fact that claiming that I'm clout chasing, doing a on YouTube right now by responding to people talking shit about me. I'm doing it for the clout or whatever. And then trying to distance myself from situations and skits that I had no idea were going on. That's not clout chasing. That's just using your platform as a way to express yourself and stand on your business. You know? And you had multiple chesto, multiple times to come and get at me, right? Privately, which a man probably would have done. Like a man did. Mudcrab and some other people, even some stand-up females with big ass ovaries, talk to me privately. You know, your people, your people. You claim like came to talk to me. You know, and you run with another person spreading false narratives saying that I was talking shit about you when I wasn't. You know, I know better than that, man. Even if I had like shit to talk, I'm not gonna do it on the fucking on the thing. Maybe with like in these case, yeah, because I don't know who that person is, but I know I knew who you were. I was getting to know who you are, right? So I'll give you that courtesy, but not do a whole stream talking shit, calling me out my name. You know, like I get it. Like I said, that's your friend and all, and you were hurt because I misgendered somebody and said what this or not. But we could have talked about that, you know. But now you had to go on, and you ended up getting, I think, a 70 some. Like one time, I think I saw it said 70 people live on your broadcast. You know, which is the most I've seen as long as I've been following you in the last couple of months. And I probably pretty much don't miss a stream. You know, you get 70 off of watching my content and I'm clout chasing, while your friends on the other side, Hornet and them, they're doing a stream about me, about my content too, and getting like, I don't know, like 17 or 20 people. So that's like 90, 100 people watching. And you're saying I'm chasing the clout, you know? That's the optics. The optics, right? I like that. I'm the one that's chasing the clout. When you really didn't have that much to do with this situation, and you insert yourself into it by saying I'm talking shit and bringing, when I didn't say nothing, nobody brought up your name, and you're doing my you're showing my stream, right? And then on top of that, and I guess I look at this YouTube as people think they're supposed to be journalists, not even gonzo journalists, that you do like a story or whatever on it, and you don't even show the whole context or talk about the whole context. You don't talk about the origin behind why I might be saying these stuff. I get it. You don't agree with it. Respect. Yeah. But you don't even try to find the context, which can be easily done with a quick search or listening. You know what I'm saying? So all that to say, it's just what's going on. What's going on? Look within. All that to say that, Rach, why Oh, crazy mom, how's it going? Like you have time. Your people, Izzy. Shout out to Izzy, saying that you know, you kind of. I'm paraphrasing. You fucked up. Maybe you jumped the gun a bit doing your stream when I wasn't talking shit. People, I guess Lauren or whatever was the one that was, making up shit or whatever, but you still don't reach out to me privately. I didn't even give you an opportunity to reach out to me on the stream. So if there was clout to be gotten, you could probably get some, you don't even come up here. But what you do is I put this stream out, scheduled it 15, 16 hours ago, and you go live as soon as I go live, right? Quote unquote randomly. The optics, man. Optics, dog. Yeah. And it wasn't even supposed to be about you, but I guess it's not about you, I came to talk about how folks saw another side of me that they don't usually see, and I stand on it and own it. I was angry. I saw low-hanging fruit for someone else talking shit about me. It is what it is. Yet I think Mike was talking about mending bridges or mending bridges. Bridges could have been mended, especially as Resto Chesto doing a whole stream, off this shit, inserting himself in the situation when fuck it, all you can do is call, It is what it is, man. And so that is the deal on that, so fuck it, man. This thing's gonna keep moving. We're gonna keep moving and doing our thing. It ain't like, bro, like I think Resto said, I'm only saying this shit because he doesn't come over here. I don't really enjoy talking about someone when they're not here, but he's not here, But I don't like, YouTube is cool and it's fun to have my channel, and I really appreciate all the people that have helped me helping me grow it. Shout out to Shadow Buddha, Crazy Mama, Leopard, everyone, Shift, of course. Yeah, he's talking about, it was as he said, he's talking about how Lauren played him, but come on, bro. You do it like right when I go live. You understand how this shit works. You talked about, well, I guess that shows you how you don't really respect me, because you said it before straight up, like you don't I don't try to step on people's toes when they go live or whatnot. And you said except NPC, right? And then you laughed. You said, just kidding. We don't have the same audience. Whatever that audience or whatever, bro. This is the time you could have talked about it, but you go live, okay? I see what it is, how it looks. And until you explain otherwise, it does seem like a clout chase, bro. That's your words, not mine, bro. Yeah. Because in the end, I don't want to talk about this stupid shit. I don't give a fuck about Neve or Mel's skit or whatnot, because all of it is beta behavior, and me keep talking about it is just it's just perpetuating it. But maybe we'll put the book in on it. These all it takes is a phone call. Shit's crazy, bro. But I guess that's hard for people to do. I don't know what to assume, like they're scary or whatever, bro. But let's keep rolling for sure. Let's keep rolling. What did I want to? There's something else I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, it's about to be on, bro. I'm about to go take a nice little trip with the family pretty soon. It's on. So here's the StreamYard link. Anybody want to come up? No, keep it copacetic. I ain't talking about the other shit. We're not using the big boy words, the words and stuff like that. But we can talk and chop it up. Crazy Mama, come up. You're more than welcome to come up. I haven't spoken to you in a minute. Seems like anybody that's willing to. The link is pinned. The link is out there. I'll pin it in a second. Let's take this walk in Cuba and see what's up. What's really going on. You're trying to shut the fuck up because you don't have anything nice to say. Yeah, I heard that. I have nice things to say, but I guess that's what when you have nice things to say in this sector at the moment. It seems like you don't get as much ears and eyes watching, but that's okay. The right people are watching. It's the quality, not so much the quantity. Yeah. As we pimp off. Yeah, look at that street. Old time Cuba right there. Old time Cuba, 2025 Cuba. Yo, everyone's pretty. I wouldn't say that. Some people are pretty not quite emaciated, but they ain't looking too robust. Those vegetables look good. Yeah, I know. This is awesome. How often do you get to see stuff like this? Look at the meat section right there in the morning market. Yeah, the fresh food did look fresh. See these buildings? It's like they're trapped in the 1930s and 40s. The colors are great. Kind of reminds me of Puerto Rico, except much older. Yeah, Muddy is right. I think that line is for bread, like at the bakery. garbage. It was to the side of the road. Lower this a little bit so you can hear me better. Comment from the legendary one, the Raging Patriot, 1776. That crazy mama, it's the shit rolls downhill and it's spreading out. Vampires can't wait to sink their teeth into the drama and spread it like a virus. Facts. Appreciate you, fam. Yeah, Fresh Bed is the bomb. Definitely is. This right here reminds me of like for some reason, like Civic Center in San Francisco, where all the junkies and the homeless, ruthless people stay. Right here. What we got? Everyone with a backpack on. I don't teach too many cell phones. I'm telling you, everyone, not too many people who are overweight. Maybe a lot of people who are underweight. More people who are underweight than overweight. Crazy mom with the comment. I love watching these videos. It's very surreal, huh? Or cerebral. Either way, it's relaxing and kind of cool. We're literally walking right here. Let's pick out tourists. Yeah, let's see tourists. A Divine Spark 313, the hardest working woman in the metasphere. I think you're gonna have to find. Look at those old cars too. I think you're gonna have to find like these tourists are probably like from Puerto Rico or Dominican or something like that. Yeah. A simpler society for sure. Fear doesn't make life simpler. I heard that. I still haven't seen too many tourists yet. And the guy on the phone, huh? Probably that dude on the phone, right? Definitely local right there. Bro, even the damn with the little street vendors where they sit, they're not even sitting on plastic chairs or stools. It's right, old school, old wooden benches. Look at that. Nah, I don't see no tourists yet. Everyone seems to know what they're doing. For sure. Absolutely. Tourists there, maybe right there. Let's move on to the other part of town. I'm on the east side. Let's go on the west side right now. The Raging Patriot, 1776. The old car scene is tight, and so many Americans pay top dollar to ship a few under the radar. Absolutely. Get one of those cars, clean it up. You don't see any cars. Look at that. You don't even really see any cars. Squatting. What'd you say? Squatting. Squatting help regain your spine. Yeah, it does. Squatting helps regain your spine, realign your spine, and release a lot of stress in your body. That's right. The best way to poop is using one of those stools to get your stool out. That's why we have that. We have the squatlets over here. You know, put your knees up when you poop. In Cuba, small amounts of cannabis can result in a prison sentence of 6 months to a year. For sure. That's like Taiwan is like that too. Yeah. Shout out to the El Perro one. Greetings. Peace. How's it going, Keith? Good to see you, fam. Oh shit. I saw a video of a guy showing his classic cars melted this to metal blobs in Cali. And the Amas, the grandmas sitting out there chilling. They can't import new cars, so they got to keep fixing these old cars. Look at that. Open air taxis. We don't even know what brand of car that is. It could be like a Soviet car, Russian car, or I don't think it's a Chinese car because of the sanctions. There's another line maybe for a bakery or something, or what do they call that? A butcher. Tuk-tuks. This is a meat. This is a butcher shop right there. Long lines at the communist socialist store. Why is that? As he said, NBC, I would have told that dude to get off that car. Get off that car. It's too nice. Yo, man. Look at this shit. It's this is Cuba, Joe Cool. It's Cuba 2025. Never seen this before, huh? I never seen Cuba. Kind of forgot about it. It's a shame. It's pretty beautiful. Look at these old school buildings, the color. You see the dudes playing baseball? Some of the best baseball players we have in the world are from Cuba. Hey, Joe Cool, if you don't mind, come up for a second, bro. Even if it is for a second, I'll invite you into the house. It's been a minute. I wanted you to stay on the awards when you popped up. I was like, where'd you go, OG? Please stay for a second. Wow, you got some baddies over there in Cuba. Look at that. Yeah, vintage cars are great. To the tourist right there. Washing the window was nothing in it. Yeah. Some baddies. More baddies. Now we're gonna go downtown. Left the west side, now we're gonna go downtown, see what's going on, what's really going on. A young baseball player. Now, somebody help me out in the chat. Do people get like subsidies, like government check in a communist country or what? Because somebody was saying before, there's a lot of people that just sit around and don't get paid. All types of shit. You see all that garbage? Damn. I think eventually that's gonna get picked up, but until then, that's fucked up. Morenos, all different types of shades of Cubanos. Morenos. Look at that car, Joe Cool. Ozzy. Damn. Sound like someone was busted right there. Pat, 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 pat. Fixing that car. You got to be innovative when your country can't get too many parts imported, right? Nobleness D. Cubans receive government subsidies for their health care, education, and food, but the cost of living in Cuba is high. Wow. Okay. That's good knowledge, my friend. So they get government subsidies, but the cost of living is very high. Okay. That seems like a recipe for destruction, kind of. In hardship. And making the best out of what you got. It's like the whole country's a ghetto, in a sense, but there's beauty even in the ghetto. And there's money in the ghetto, too. There's probably some fat cats. Like, literally, that guy looked like he had there's a tourist right there. He had like a damn drug dealer belly. Pot belly. He's eating good, fam. So you get government subsidies. There might not be that much incentive to work, right? She hears me. Yeah, I think one of these students gave me a cold or whatever. Did you know that humming can help your nasal cavity? When I'll do it offline. You don't have to hear me.
It's good, man.
Chilling, man. What's up, OG? Just chilling, man. Taking this walking with me in Cuba right now.
Divine, I ain't apparently I ain't zoomed in on your shit. You're fucking gorgeous.
It's crazy, huh?
My buddy was just, he's from Cuba and he was trying to explain, communism to me and shit like this. He just had me watching these vids to show me what it's like. Not only that, he gave me a little, he taught me a little bit about how, you still get a little prestige if you're a doctor or whatever. You still get a little prestige. And if you're in the know, they let you run your business a little more. You get a little more freedom if depending on who you know. I don't know. It's weird.
That sounds like China. That reminds me of like China, which is another communist country where everyone's getting. I mean, the government controls almost everything under the guise that everyone's the same. When in fact, like you said, there's people that are making millions and billions of dollars. It's just who the government chooses to hook up more,
Right. That's pretty much what he's saying. The same shit goes on here.
Yeah. Matter of fact, though, Joe, wouldn't you say that there's some beautiful women here, huh?
It is.
Yeah. Matter of fact, wouldn't you say America's kind of like that too? In some ways? I don't know, man. Look at this open air taxis.
Oh my God, the women are just getting more and more gorgeous. And they tiny like my girl. It's about the size of my chick. She's tiny.
Oh, you got a spinner? That's like my wife is like 5 feet.
Right, my chick too, and I'm 6'5", so.
Wow. I'm about 6'1", 6'2". So yeah. Look at these baddies, Joe. Look at it. God damn.
Yeah. The one I watched was not, or the ones I watched was all like the worst neighborhood shit. Not like in gangbang, just dilapidated and and no repairs. Shit coming out, growing out the sidewalk. All the neighborhoods, the paint been up there so long, it's faded and changed colors. Everything. This is a little more high end compared to the videos I was looking at.
When we started off the walk, it was pretty bad, like what you're talking about. But we're getting more into the downtown. We went through downtown. Now we're in the tourist area. It looks like, so it's gonna be nicer, right?
Yeah, I get you. Yes, this is the face they want to put on it.
As an American, though, it's not that easy to go here, right? I would assume.
You know, I don't know. I would assume you're right, though. I don't know. I had a buddy who's Cuban in the other room. I could ask him. He
Uh-huh.
talks a lot. I warn you, he talks a lot.
I and fast probably too, right?
Right. It'll be a while,
Yeah.
bro. He'll tell you about his childhood and everything. But he grew up there and he knows a lot about it. And which I think is
Yeah.
weird because now he be like giving the immigrants and shit. I'm like, nigga, you an immigrant.
Ain't that a bitch, huh?
Right.
It's like you forgot about us. They forgot about
Is this
the
just
hood, yeah.
bad women of Cuba? Is that the name of the fucking video, man? Jeez.
At this season part, this part is definitely.
Jeez.
Look at that.
Ain't motherfucker want to
God
go to
damn.
Cuba.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that.
Them
It's
foreign
just
only
one.
bros, is that what they call themselves? Something
Oh,
brothers.
passport, bro.
So yeah, what
Yeah.
the passport bros
Somebody-
at now?
Somebody tried to call me that. I'm like, nah, I met my wife in America, even though she's from overseas. Yeah,
Right. Okay.
yeah. It's okay though.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a compliment, I guess.
What's his name? Resto.
Yeah.
His chick, my friend, he's a cop watch. You might not know him, Batosai. His chick, he showed me wedding pics. Flo, what's good, baby? I went and saw him and his wife. His wife told me how they met. They got pictures. He met her overseas. They got pictures and stuff over there. Hold on, excuse me a second.
Well, go ahead, Joe. Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah. So she met his wife overseas. Where are they from? Where was she from?
You know,
Latin America?
I don't want to be wrong. No. Asian, somewhere Asian.
Asia. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it was
Okay.
Korea or something. I don't really know. Yeah, but
Joe,
I know
have you
the
been
wedding-
overseas?
I have not left the States, Joe. No.
Okay, you would love it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah.
I
It took me a
tried,
minute.
During COVID, I tried to go to Europe, and at that time they had a restriction on felons. I don't know if they do now. Still,
Yeah. Yeah, it took me a minute to get out of the States, but once I did, I had the
look
time
at
of my
this.
life. Look at that.
So, yeah.
That's your girl right there.
Yes, I'm telling you, man. That's
Yeah.
just a little longer, but that's the same color my girl is. My girl's shorter and smaller, like she's tiny.
You notice everyone looks pretty like healthy and whatnot.
I do. We were just talking about that on Be Brave today, man. I was talking about how everybody's fat to obese in America, and somebody pulled up and shit. 50% of the people here in America, and that's not so in a lot of other foreign countries. And here's an example.
Right. It's exactly. What's going on, Flow State? What's
What up?
cracking?
I'm
What's
just here
really going on?
thirsting.
What
You're
up, Flo?
thirsty. Yeah. You knew you are the you won the Vixen Award every year now, so it makes
The
sense.
Vixen, ain't that he won a Vixen award? That means he's like,
No,
Accept it.
he
What award did you win, Joe
accepted
Cool?
it. Yeah.
Don't shit on the
Nah,
Vixen
the
Award.
fucking I got.
You're gonna win the Ho Award next year. Big as Ho.
Right?
Joe Cool, man, paddle hopper, best
I had to
paddle
say-
hopper.
I was trying to shill the new Joe Cool video, and apparently Joe Cool is what gets filtered out of YouTube or something.
They
Because I
hate
tried
me.
it the first time with, I said it's good shit, and then I tried it the next time. I said it's good stuff, and it filtered both of them out.
Yeah, they hate me. That's one of the main shit in there. YouTube won't take my comments. That's one of the main shits I get in there. They are really on me, bro. And
They're
got
following
a
you,
lot
Joe.
of, you got a lot of fans in there. A lot of motherfuckers are coming to see Flo. I was surprised every time I saw your name in the comment section. Yo, thank you for showing Flo. I'm like, what? Look here.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Flo has a
And
lot of
Purple
fans.
used
Huh?
to be the cover of Royalty because it was so hard to come by. For years, at first, Royalty was only allowed to use it. Yeah.
Okay.
Use what?
Purple.
The color
This is why
purple?
they call it the color of royalty, because the first they could only afford it, and then when other people tried to use it, they kept it exclusive, and it became known as the color of royalty. It was even punishable sometimes if you wore it.
Damn. Like you got your place. You can't be wearing that.
Dude, it is clean.
I know, right?
That's
I
like
wouldn't be able to
purple.
get out of the house with it staying that way.
Right, I wouldn't have made it to
How-
that's clean.
so-
How?
Yeah, so you never wear white? All like white jeans, white hoodie, nothing?
I done
I barely
burned-
own white t-shirts.
I
That's
probably
about
got
it.
burns on this motherfucker, man. I done burned everything before I
Yeah.
even get down to the street. I done dropped some weed crumbs or something and burned brand new shit, bro. Ain't
No,
no way
Joe, I think it was on Flow State. Like last year, you were talking about like how you have like hundreds of white tees and T-shirts that you don't even use or something like that.
Yeah.
I narrowed
Wasn't
it down
that?
to like 70.
That's my Flow State
I narrowed
knowledge.
it down. I threw away
Yeah, I
hundreds
remember
and
that.
narrowed
That
it
was
down to
fucking wild.
70. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had
70.
bad.
Narrowed it down to
I
70.
narrowed it down to 70 white, 70 black. Not just 70, period. I narrowed it down. Yeah,
You got the
I tried to
Masonic
get down
duality.
to 40 a piece and I couldn't do it.
Joe Cool's a Mason. He wears black and white T-shirts.
I saw that. I noticed that.
You know, that's been like
Yeah.
that's ghetto fashion, and because I know that
Right.
at the store that $12 they give to me for $5. I don't even wash clothes no
whose
more.
house
I
is
just
the
go
store
buy
at?
a new T-shirt, yo.
Right. I'm gonna get that white tea at the gas station. And what's that drink you drink,
Oh,
Flo?
yes,
Nep.
yes.
What's that soda you love so much?
Oh, peach knee high.
Peach knee high. So I can get a white tea and a peach knee high
Joe,
at
have
a
you had
liquor
peach
store
knee
over
high?
there.
I don't think so. It sounds good. Do
it's
they
so
sell
good.
it now, or are you going? I didn't know they sold knee high still.
Yeah, you have to go like Sasquatch and I were talking. You have to go to you have to find the right gas station in the hood.
Ah, okay. I'll look. 'Cause I'm fucking, I'm going to.
Damn it, I really want one now.
Going to see my buddy in Arizona in a couple of days too.
Yeah. Yeah. So Flo, you know any Cuban people in your neck of the woods?
No, I don't think I do.
Oh, Flo
Okay.
people in his neck of the woods look exactly like him, man. I went to the
Yeah,
gas
we
station
walked
with
out
him.
when he was down here. We walked out of Casey's. Went to
Oh yeah,
Casey's,
you
we
get
walked
it.
out.
That's right.
Is that a
he's- and
uniform
goes-
you fuckers wear?
Yeah, he goes,
What
"Is
the
this
fuck?
the white boy uniform?" Everyone's wearing cargo shorts and a t-shirt and a ball cap.
With the baseball cap. Damn
Right.
talked to the wrong person 3 times. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. That's right. You guys did collab. I was about to check that out. That was recently.
Yeah.
The video was anyway, right? Yeah.
Yes. Matter of fact, yeah, he's in the latest video. Throwing shit at the tree. It was hilarious, man. That shit was hilarious.
That's just
Yeah, I don't
No,
know
but
if
think
you
about
noticed, but at the end of your part when you're cutting the tree, I slowed it down so you can see the parts coming past your black shirt. That you're literally that shit's flying off the tree. You can see it.
yeah, I saw that.
Literally, Joe Cool and Flow State complexion are in Cuba right now. You know, it's like a wide range of people. So at least in terms of skin color.
And they make it look desirable. My man was telling me, because I was talking that Miami Vice old car shit, and he was like, "Let me show you what it's really like." And
It ain't sweet, huh?
I don't want to go no more. Even if I could go, I don't think I want to go, man.
Yeah.
That communist shit is, they just take everybody's fucking bread. Even if you're a doctor, if you're some prestigious, they let you keep a little more. They give you more access. If you're a store owner, they'll let you keep your store. But it's letting you, they let you keep more money and shit. They're letting you because of whatever reason they have.
Right.
For most people, though, it's just,
It's really not that different from here, though. Like
that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad.
They said they're up front with this shit.
A bunch of autographed music paraphernalia at a tax auction, right? This dude who was a surgeon they just sold all his shit, wouldn't pay enough taxes or something.
Yeah, I dig it. They was saying how houses. I was like, you can't just buy an apartment. Like, how the fuck you just going? What's up, LTW? Just gonna go buy an apartment?
LTW?
He say what they do if your family gets so big, you got to go to some people, and then they'll determine if it's big enough to expand and give you another apartment and shit like that. It's weird.
They decide. Everything good,
OTW,
Flo?
what's up?
Yeah.
You heard the conversation
Okay.
we were talking about.
Nah, man, I
whether I should get the surgery or
load
not.
this for a second.
Go ahead.
I was over at Jack's and I just clicked over here because I had already. Anyway, I was like here earlier.
You were first. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. I was doing that CP time.
All right.
So I don't even know where we're at and what we're talking about. But please,
We was
go
talking
ahead.
about whether I should get the surgery or not. You got an opinion?
Oh,
Kind of
man.
surgery. Yeah, go ahead and get it, man. Up that shit off, bro. I mean, what the hell? You're not using it anyway.
My soda's been, what? What surgery you talking
Your
about?
shoulder.
Talking about my
I thought you
shoulder.
talking about something else.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about your dick, bro.
You know what you were
I
doing,
was
Joe.
just fucking with you, bro. Having fun.
Yeah. You be drinking this Raging Patriot 1776 peach knee-high and vodka with a little OJ in it. Wow, that's two. That's
Yeah,
two
it sounds like
pretty
non-alcoholics with alcohol. That sounds good. Actually.
yeah, right. He's been experimenting and shit, right?
I don't even know what that is, bro. I'm from, like I said, I'm from Cali. We don't have that over there. We have Shasta. Shasta Cola.
We got Shasta too.
Neha used to be the greatest, man.
Yeah.
Peach.
Yeah.
There's other peach flavored pops, but no, knee high is like it's the go.
I'm about to say, I know you motherfuckers are from the Midwest. You said pop.
Every time I say pop, there's someone who's like, it's soda. It's soda.
Yeah, it's a soda,
yeah.
Soda.
Oh my goodness.
Pop.
Right.
Pop this
My
cap in your ass.
my brother came to Chicago from California asking for a soda. They didn't even know what the fuck he was saying. Man.
Now, is it okay to put ketchup on the hot dog in Chicago?
Everything goes on the hot dog. It's pickles,
Okay.
remember sour.
No, just ketchup. Just ketchup.
Chicago's here.
Yeah.
No, if you just put ketchup and just mustard in Chicago, you're gonna get laughed
Look
out
at you
of
weird,
here, bro.
right?
Yeah, you gonna have to.
You
You got to
goofy.
pull pickles off this long. You know, so much shit on our hot dogs, bro.
Yeah.
Chicago style hot dog, they call it.
So look at this is like a festival they're having right now. I
I be
mean,
thinking all the embargoes
Thailand.
US done had on these niggas since the '60s is crazy.
it's crazy, yeah. What was that? You said you like what?
Thailand.
No, this is Cuba.
Oh.
This is Cuba, bro. And for the record, I don't live in Thailand, right? I live in Taiwan. Cause some people have been saying that, like, you're from Thailand. I live, no, man.
Taiwan.
It sounds the same almost. I can see that.
But yeah, I can see the difference. Taiwan, I think military. Thailand, I think humidity and jungle.
When I think of Thailand, I think of adult Disneyland with the weed and the prostitution.
Really? I didn't even know that. You know, I guess so. You see all the lady boys, that's Thailand.
Yeah. I mean, they also have, heterosexual prostitutes, right? Not just lady boys.
Right. And the
But
lady
yeah.
boys.
But we're here for the lady boys.
Yes, but we are.
That's what's said on this show is not the opinion of the host. Just to let you know.
Yes, it is.
Oh
We're all
man.
here for the lady boys.
But look at these buildings are so old, man. It's like literally from the 40s or something.
Yeah. All of them. It's crazy. And the
Yeah.
cars, I guess, because they're cheaper and easier to work on. You ain't got
Right.
$1,500 to go get a new computer part, so you get that old shit. No, he was
I
like,
definitely
you
might
can't
wanna try to
own
visit
shit
here.
here.
You can't? You
No,
can't
you
like own a
don't
house
own-
probably?
No, you don't own a house, I think. I'm sure the government owns it.
Fuck.
Yeah, and they decide if they'll give you a new one because your family's growing and shit like that. But I don't.
Oh shit. Look what then he said, Dan was in eating dinner with the fam. Actually gonna come up and talk with you, but y'all manifested this all-star panel really quick. Yeah, for sure. And look what this never been on the panel. Yeah, he's been my day one.
Look
So-
what's in needs to come up because we're all panel sluts. Look what's in
Yes.
is like the diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
He's
You'll
a
make it yin and yang. Look within.
That's my shooter, man. Him and Shadow Buddha right there. Damn, man. Flow State, where have you been overseas?
Just Costa Rica.
How was that?
That's a good spot, right?
It was great.
Yeah.
It was
I
great.
imagine the chicks look a lot like this.
Uh-huh.
We weren't. We didn't spend as much time in San Jose, which is like San Jose is the big city with the airport and shit. This was
That's actually my hometown
downtown. Yeah.
in California, San Jose. But go ahead.
We, does that mean you and your girl, or we as
No,
somebody
this
else?
was when I was in. Was I in? It was either end of. I think I might have been 18. It was either the end of high school or the beginning of of college, but
Yeah.
no, it was my family. I was in high school then. Yeah, we went on
with your
vacation.
family.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Did you notice there was a lot of expats there? Because now I think there's a lot living there in Costa Rica.
No.
In Costa Rica, yeah.
The things that jumped out were, well, one, you brush up on your Spanish real quick.
Yeah.
Two, like there was shit like I remember this dude was walking down the street. He was a butcher or something, and he was carrying a dead pig, like the whole ass dead pig, over his shoulders. And he was walking down the sidewalk, and my sister, who was younger than me, she turned around and that dead pig was like right in her face, and she like freaked the fuck out. It was hilarious, but yeah, like you don't see people dudes just like carrying dead pigs down the street in the US.
Nah, that's not normal. That's not normal.
That's not normal, right? If you do see it, something's wrong.
Shout out to Joe Cool and his cop watcher. Dead pigs in the street.
Dead pigs on my shoulder. Don't tell nobody.
But no, I heard Joe Cool say you've never been abroad, and you should like, especially you. You're somebody who like is interested.
I know.
Joe Cool would love that. He'd be like, "What the fuck is this? What the fuck is that?
What
are you doing over
here?"
here?"
Like a drug to me. In Florida, I was gonna say they had lizards in the trees. That was so unnatural. Yo, you couldn't stand under certain trees. The lizards would sit in. I'm like, seriously? I couldn't get in my car because a big ass lizard was by the door. That was crazy as fuck. And the first day out there, I'm like videotaping it.
Where
like,
was that?
This is crazy. This is on Fort Lauderdale. But it was so many of them, I stopped videotaping. Every fucking pigeons and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Florida. The beautiful thing about America is so large that it's basically a couple different countries in one. Especially with the temperatures and whatnot, and the different animals, and because Florida is way different than California.
You could swim in the beach in California in the morning and go ski at night and don't leave the state, man. It's so different.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Have you been
Santa
in the
Cruz?
Pacific Ocean? That motherfucker is cold.
Yes, I've been.
Yeah.
I got video.
Oh yeah. I grew up in the Bay Area, and we used to go to Santa Cruz, California. You know that movie Lost Boys? The old one, Lost Boys.
I love that.
That's where they filmed it. That's the beach we always used to go, and that water is fucking freezing. It can be like 100 degrees outside and it'd be freezing. We don't care as kids. We just jump in that. I get used to it after a while.
When I went, that shit was cold.
Smyrna,
and I wasn't even that high north. I was down in San Diego, like as far south as you can.
It's warmer there, even.
It was warmer, right? And I was like, I mean, I was learning to
still
surf,
cold.
but we wore wetsuits.
Yeah. I had a buddy, he just hops right in, man, because he live around there. Every day we go to the beach, he was just hop right in and shit like it was nothing, man. And holy hell, I'm with you cats. I'm like, man, fuck that. It's too cold. I got, I'll go in up to my ankles and shit. That type of shit.
OTW, I'm sure you know cold, right? Over there in Montreal. Shit's probably freezing sometimes.
Yeah, he probably
in the water. Probably.
Hop in no water.
Yeah.
Montreal, right?
Yeah. What's that? You guys know Wim Hof? That type of shit. The breathing good. The ice bath and all that shit.
Yes, that's his name. I know the cat too. Yes.
Yeah. I'm trying to find. You're talking about Dominican Republic. I got this one channel, bro, where man, it's like every other woman has a BBL, and they already have a big natural ass already.
Right.
This is crazy, though.
And that's the real thing over there. That's the number one country destination for plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Then,
is it like cheaper there or what?
It would have to be cheaper, and they probably specialize in it. That's probably where it started, right? Yeah, it's a real thing over there, man. All the doctors, like you get that shit everywhere.
Yeah. Now check this out. This woman's on a
low
lot
end
of videos.
Yeah, that looked like we was on the low end there.
We got to go over to Colombia real quick. Colombia.
BXC cocktail. BXC cocktail. Oh, BXC cocktail.
Oh. Wow.
Is it that cold? What's coming out?
Nah, it's that like dry ice, maybe.
Yeah.
Shout out to KBS Travels, the homie. It's funny, like back in the day, used to be considered a PP Tom doing this type of shit, filming people without Is he still? Would you consider some PP Tom kind of, but a righteous one maybe?
It would depend on how the person who's observing how gay and soft he is, right?
Right. I like
Some
that. I
motherfucker gonna
like
swear to
that.
God, my kid, he took a picture of my kid. He's just
Yeah.
walking down the street. Depends on the
It's like-
sensitive fuck who's judging you.
Yeah, he's like he ain't trying to get your kid. He's trying to get that ass in front
Clearly,
of him.
right? What he's on, clearly, but all it takes is one
Yeah.
cop and be like, you can go to jail for stalking. I'm
Right.
just walking down the sidewalk, bro.
Already, look, we already got it started. Look at that. What they call that? Yacked. That's the new term they use for ass.
These chumps are thicker
Yacht.
than Cuba.
This is Colombia.
Generally speaking, so far these chicks are thicker, taller. Just
Who needs to travel?
yeah.
Hey, OTW, Flo. First drink's on me, guys. What you drinking? He's all peach knee high with tequila.
Margarita.
Tengo de cereza, sandía. Las margaritas con tequila. ¿O no quieres con Bacardi?
But with
Okay.
Okay.
She's like, hurry up, motherfucker.
I know. What kind of camera setup do you think this is? You think it's obvious? You can see his camera?
You can, it's obvious and it's on his chest. He's probably got one of those furnaces. They got a name for him.
I see. A bra?
They got a name. I don't know what they call it. Niggas trying to get me to get one. I'm like, I'm too cool for that shit.
You're too cool for that, Joe. Cool. I heard this. I agree with this comment. I'd buy a drink from her.
Yeah,
I'd buy that for $1.
I'd buy that.
Tequila o con ron.
Hear that?
I'd buy a drink from her. What do you mean? I'd buy her a drink.
Right.
Stop.
I'd buy her one too. Right.
Yeah.
Drink, guys.
This same woman's like in like 4 different travel bro videos. She's like a legend.
Claro,
Nigga.
es muy bueno.
It's muy bueno. Now you fucking
Muy
know
bueno,
two
huh?
words. You didn't know fucking Bacardi.
That's all you gotta know.
Mejor dicho, cómame mi mejor ángulo.
Yeah, spin this game.
I wouldn't spit at her. She looks too slick. She'd be trying to game you. I wouldn't even.
Exactly.
Yeah.
¿Cómo se llama aquí?
One of the homies got drugged down there. Was it Spacola?
Oh wow.
That stuff. Spacola mean whatever it's called. Like, he met this girl on Tinder, and then they went out to to the bar. And she's like, let me bring my friend. This motherfucker thought he was gonna have a threesome and shit. They end up going back to his hotel, drugging him, and taking like $5,000 in cash and his laptop and phone.
Boy.
God.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. QB, that's the homie QB Willie. Yeah. Okay, that drink looks pretty good, right? I'll fuck with it.
Yeah, I'd fuck with it. I don't see how you even see that drink. I had all that cleavage, but yeah. I'd fuck
Frío, muy frío.
Oh, you're right. There is a drink up there. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
What skill to do it with those nails?
Todos los días.
Right.
Pruébala y dime qué tal. Pruébala.
I was talking to Brave today. He was talking about how long nails are not pretty. And I was saying,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's kind of some eye to beholder bullshit there.
I mean,
Long nails
Yeah,
are not
right.
asses, he was saying.
Cuesta 20, mi amor.
yeah.
20.
20,000.
I'm a guy. I like natural. I like me some natural. However, some women they just want to show up sometimes. I mean,
También.
I wouldn't want it all the time, but yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, you got his drink. What they gonna do now? They gonna keep bothering her?
Yeah, they're gonna keep
Aquí
I'm
arribita
not
hay una
mad.
tienda de tatuajes.
Aquí.
En la misma comuna aquí arribita.
¿Cuánto?
¿Cuánto me
She's
costaron?
hella tatted.
Es por
Looks good.
sesión. Cada sesión me salió como en 700,000 pesos.
700,000 pesos.
Dos.
Como $250, creo.
You've heard the people they say women with tattoos are red flags.
$200.
You heard that?
What?
That trope? They say it's red flag. Women with a lot of tattoos.
Yes, and the locations go red flag you too.
Okay, like what
tramp stamp,
location?
Tramp
Oh yeah.
stamp, you know, that's clearly she's a skank, don't marry her. Apparently there's something if you travel you get a ring around your ankle or your arm or something, a ring around to show that you travel. They say leave them hoes alone too.
Hey Joe Cool, there's like somebody listening right now to the broadcast and they're like looking at their wife or girlfriend and they're like, oh shit, she had the tramp stamp. And he looked at her ankle and she has like 3 rings around that bitch.
Right.
He just ruined his whole day, Joe.
Where was he at fucking 2 years ago when I married this broad?
Mo Burn from the sun to sundown.
The titty one, you're supposed to not fuck with them, with the one on the top of their titties. You know.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Tattoo on TT saying BIG. Okay, this guy's he's getting the digits. Let me get a different one.
He gonna pay for him though, right? I don't even know. I wouldn't watch him, but I see enough discussion of money going on. She's pimping his ass, and I ain't even watched.
He's gonna pay for it.
Yes, he's gonna pay for it. She's getting very now. Suddenly she's charming. Now that money came up, that'd be my guess. I didn't read that shit.
Now, dude, I'm about to blow y'all mind right here. Wait, if somebody was sleeping, they're about to be awake right now. This is Dominican Republic, home of the BBL.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Look at this shit. OT woke up. Oh my god.
Well, there's a good chance with Joe Cool and I on the same broadcast. When he laughed, it would make me laugh. And then if I laughed, it would probably make him laugh.
Yeah.
And then it would be like
a chain reaction.
Yeah.
Yes,
of laughter.
Perpetual motion.
Jesus Christ.
Joe and I have our particular laughs.
That's all I can do, not to say inappropriate shit right now.
Yeah. Do you think these women are working girls, professionals? Most of them, could we say?
They look really professional.
The majority of what we just saw, I think, are.
Yeah.
Like that chick is
totally pro.
I thought the first chick was not.
Dude, what the?
They know what's going
put your
on.
kids away. Look at them. Ass so bad you can see it from the front.
That jump.
Holy. Woo.
See, most of these chicks cannot be working girls, right?
Holy crap.
But how the hell does that happen? I mean, where do you have to look?
No, wait.
This
is Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic called Sosa or something like that. Yeah. Now is that a big butt with the BBL on top of it?
Yeah, it's plus, right? It was probably not shaped that she wasn't happy with. It might have been long and big or something. Yeah.
Cool.
She wanted that description she didn't have, and she wanted that high booty. That's went after it.
Hey,
but I'm with
shout out to the Chicago Bulls
to begin with.
Right. She had that Phil Jackson booty. Pause. The high booty.
I just watched him about 2 days ago. I was just watching him. I watched the whole Dynasty video about 2 days ago.
Damn. A lot of yeast infections maybe too.
All day, right? You can count their kitty cat hairs. That shit's so tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where does he have a camera in his Johnson or something?
That's what I'm saying, on your belt or what the fuck?
Oh my God, 2 for 1.
What?
He definitely got it low like that so we can see the ass.
Okay.
Someone said, hold my beer.
They feel like nutcrackers.
This shit look like Looney Tunes and shit.
It doesn't even look real. I'm like, what the hell?
Right.
Yo, hey, you guys got to keep educational. You'd be like, in the 2025 Panel versus War for Best Educational Stream. collab. Joe Cool, OTW, NBC, and Flow State, Brazilian, Dominican BBL video.
I want to nominate Jack Talcott for the most patient broadcaster in 2025, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Really?
That's a good one. Yeah, hell yeah, yeah.
I've been kicked off his show more than any, and that's saying something. Because I get kicked off everywhere I go.
Joe, any last words? Takes a big drag of the black mouth.
Right.
Blow me, nigga. Mic drop. You don't have a fucking clue, Joe. You have a fucking clue, Joe.
That made it funnier. That made it so funny. Because I just got kicked off. I didn't know till you made the vid that what he said afterwards. So that was great to see that.
Yeah, that was funny. I was watching that live.
That's funny. Oh shit!
This place is like a third world kind of, huh?
I guess kind of sort of.
Maybe second.
Third world.
That of Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Look at that chump.
Man, I live in the wrong country.
OTW. Yeah. OTW, you get lost in that.
Look at this. On
that crack.
Too, yo.
Dude, I mean.
Like where's OTW? He's addicted to crack. Not that kind of crack.
No, he's over there drooling on the side of the tree.
I'm thinking how far your money would go if you lived right there on that beach.
Oh, yeah. Probably super far.
Oh,
yeah.
Especially if you get like a more like westernized music, you know, like rock and roll and shit like that. These places they all have their own music, right? And they rarely hear music from where we're at, but they listen to it on their phones. But to hear it live would make that whole place blow up, bro.
Like
there you go, LTW.
I did it myself in Mexico without even knowing. Like these guys showed up with a guitar. I grabbed the guitar and I started playing all kinds of like Johnny Be Good and a bunch of songs. And the holy shit, man. The place just blew up and the party freaking started. And they said,
damn.
They looked at me and says, dude, all you would need, you live like a king here in Mexico. All you would need is you and that guitar, and that's it.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. I mean, we got a resort out here for you. The homie Nobilis D said, my aunt runs a resort in Dominican Republic. It's a gangster's world. There you go, OT. Wow. You can be the house band.
Yeah, the house band. Have all the connects and shit.
Yeah. All up on that. We see you in this with two girls flanking you. Yeah.
I can't bullshit you. I think that first one or the second one.
Flo State had the lead. Miss Flo came out. She's like, "What are you watching?" He's on streaming, babe.
No, I was just streaming.
See
what happened was
it was NPC. I don't know.
It's all me.
Hey, NPC.
Yeah, it's all NPC lately.
Let me put my 2 cents on it, even though it's not what the shit's about and all of that.
Let's go.
I saw just a hair, right, of what happened. And it was really cool the way I saw it, because I saw Neve talking about what happened to other people doing shit. You talking about what happened, so I had to go back and find somewhere what happened.
She went back. That's good. Research.
Yeah. Yes, but it was great because, I got to see people's opinions of it. It was like really cool. And I watched it with my girl too. Where I had a couple questions, but where do you stand on that? I heard you say, the last part we watched, you was like, man, I got kids. I could do other shit with my time, blah, blah.
Right.
That would have been days ago. Where does shit stand with you now, though, with that shit?
With the male stuff, I mean, it's like, I don't. The main reason I said something was because I wanted to let him know that, like, for me, YouTube's a luxury. I love it. It's fun, but I only have a limited amount of time I can do it. I don't want to be dicked around, waste my time. And I like to have fun and joke around. And I can see how that skit was funny and all, but I can laugh at something, think it's funny, but I don't want to be a part of it, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I get it. Totally.
And
one question: do you think Resto knew?
Well, I do know that. Well, now this is the thing that I was talking about in the beginning of the broadcast. This guy, he hasn't even talked to me personally, which I think is weird. If you're the manager, you should anyway. But I heard from a good source that he knew right before it happened.
Yeah.
So it was kind of surprised him. So, but the point is, he knew, and he knew after, and he didn't say nothing. Still, you know. So,
and in fact, because
denied
Russell is
knowing
very protective
on
exactly.
When he hopped up and then sliced throats immediately, I was talking to my girl. I was like, he knows. Wait till I see that nigga. He knows.
Yeah. I mean, you would think he would know. He says he knows everything. You know, and you can't get nothing past him and stuff. But yeah,
what else? I
can only assume.
Oh, I also didn't think it was I don't think it was a big deal. The way people were talking, you know, I thought something crazy happened. You know, I didn't think it was a big deal at all. It was
in the game. It's not in the grand because I was watching it with my wife, and the first thing she said was, "Oh shit, that's kind of funny." I'm like, it's kind of funny, you know, like, and first when it first happened, because it was happening live with me when that shit actually was happening, right?
Yes.
And I talked to my wife,
you was like,
right? I was right in the middle, bro.
Head? You were like, son, what the hell's going on here? You can sniff through the gate. You knew something was right.
Right. That's the first thing. My thing. I'm like, is this a bit?
Yeah, right.
Like, what's going on? Are you okay? Are you on drugs or something like that?
You're like, something about the way you came up here, guy. I mean, immediately.
You sniff it out, yeah. And then my wife was like, dude, like, and in the end, it's like, that's Mel's business and stuff. Like, why is everyone tripping? I mean, she's a grown woman, right? Yeah. And it is, but the whole thing was just weird. It was odd, bro. It's kind of like I love using your word over there, goofy shit to me. Yeah. Kind of goofy, right?
It was.
Right? Yeah.
Especially on the men's part. I'll say, okay,
right.
Too, on the strength that if you're going to come up with a script to present a certain thing, I'm a goddess and you guys are fighting over me. It's a bit of Jack. Good to see you, fam. Right. Jack, you got a little short piece in my last video, Jack. In fact, I don't think I put your channel link in there. I'm a lousy friend.
Yeah, if any mods are in the building, could you please put, what's up, Mindful Exposure? It's good to see you. Can you put Jack's link, OT, and Joe Cool, if you don't mind? Oh, I can do it, but kind of busy. But no, but yeah. So that thing, that was that on the Mel things. I get it. It's on a higher tier. It's content. It's creative to me, but I just didn't like being in the middle of it. That's all. But you know, it ain't that serious. I ain't losing sleep, Joe.
Right. That's how I would have took it. It's not a huge deal. However, don't dick me around. And I'm sensitive like that too. I got a friend who faked suicide. And I know he's a clown, so I avoid that shit. And it was so great. I mean, he had explosives in the back of his head, the fake gun. He did it so well, and he did it live. And somebody called me. I was having dinner with some friends, and a friend of mine handed me her phone. And when I saw the video, I dropped it. And what the fuck? And he had called me to act like he was all depressed the day before. So I felt like I was left out of the loop and used as a bit of a pawn so he could do what he wanted to do. And I sniff a little of that in what you were and what it was with you. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're good at that. I mean, you have an ear to what's going on and you have a good nose for that. And the thing is too, it's like the boy that cried wolf type of shit. Cause I keep saying this, like I literally was kind of worried about that guy.
Yeah.
Cause everyone's jumping on him. He sounded weird, bro. Like he's on some, like I said, like, he's not himself, so I literally called him later.
Right.
And then the next day, everyone's in Mel's Discord, all her mods, and most of them, the ones who are in on it, they're still putting up this charade. It's like, God,
that's why people said
weird,
it was
bro.
so bad, because you got people hearts going out to this guy. That's the part I was missing. Yeah. Why people judged it harshly. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Hey, Mindful, Johnny on the spot. Oh, Jane on the spot with the links. Appreciate you, Ezra. Smoke one if you got them.
Thank you. Let's see. Smoke with you.
You know, and in terms of the Neves thing, did you have any questions? Because I addressed that.
No, Neve was the absolute man. She is the coldest on the planet at this. I feel so secure in her fucking arms. Neve has
Oh, yeah.
vision. Yes, I'm so impressed by that jump. That I wouldn't go nowhere else, man. If I could get basketball talk through Neve, I'd do it, bro. She's that good.
I have to say, like through this whole experience, I've seen Neve does have a lot of supporters, and I'll say more supporters than I thought, and actually friends, because I came into like listening to her commentary and a couple of different streams, and every time I clicked on it, it was her saying something about me. And don't get me wrong, when I look at the whole thing, she didn't talk about me.
She's great and gentle and kind. Yeah.
What? You think
In my opinion, she's kind. You gotta get the truth. That's why I admire her. I don't give a fuck if it's her best friend and she get off your panel.
Yeah.
You do something stupid, she gonna put it in the title. Joe Cool does something stupid.
I guess you're right.
I admire that. And I think she's kind. When she says you did something stupid, she does it kindly, not like I do it. She does it kindly, in my opinion. People might not like that, she calls everybody out on their shit. But she's kind about super kind. Even like with these guys. Well, she's like, listen, it's not the end of the world. You guys will be fine.
Well, yeah, you say like super kind. I get that, but the thing I heard is like literally I go on there. She's kind of saying that like I'm kind of lying when I said like I'm not a part of that, and she says,
"Oh, I didn't catch that."
She says I have no sympathy for him in this situation. She doubles down. She says I have doubled down. I have no sympathy. Right.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, yeah, you just got on my crosshairs for that. I
was talking to my wife as it was going on. I probably missed that part. You say something on TW?
I'll show it to you.
I was going to say, like, if that person doesn't have any sympathy, I mean, I guess that's all right. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
That's true. You're right. In the grand scheme of things, you're right.
And especially, she may have a reason because she's as smart as the rest of us that maybe she saw something that I did not see, where she thought you did not deserve sympathy. Certainly, I don't think you were in on it. That's pretty clear. I'd argue that from the small parts that I saw. But she might have other reasons. You may be misinterpreting the reason why she doesn't have sympathy.
Probably would. I mean, everyone's biased, right? But the thing too is like I'm not literally wanting per se sympathy. Yeah. But it's just like they're acknowledging because somebody else, her friend Mudcrab, was saying like, "Bro, don't you see from his perspective, like what we're talking about, how they kind of like fucking did this weird experiment on him without him knowing."
Yes, that's what I said. At least to some degree,
like whatever. Yeah. With the Neve shit, like I said, the reason why I went hard on him was because, like I said, like I don't know you. All I know is you're talking shit. The way I see it about me, and I'm gonna pick. I don't know you like Joe knows you or other people, so I'm gonna pick out things I see. That's where I'm from. That's what we do.
Right. That's always fair. What I mean? That's what Neve does. He picks out.
So that's what I did, right?
That's fair. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And it wasn't nothing against like the whole transgender community. It's more pointed at the transgender Neve at that point. You know what I'm saying?
You had I was just like I had to explain to my girl because she watched that with me, and now I remember Neve's argument. She was saying they did give you time for your interview, then it happened. But I don't think she's correct. I don't think that exonerates them.
They did not. Yeah.
And I was just giving my explanation of Neve. I was saying, good shit about Neve. Even when I saw her outdoors doing something, she seemed not as confident, a little more. That was the first time I ever felt sorry.
Oh shit, she goes outside. I didn't even know that.
Yes, and I could, I could feel now. I could feel more better, and I don't know. I felt more close to her when she did that. I don't know.
Because it makes it more real. Like literally, when you say the meme, "Touch grass," go outside and touch grass.
Yes.
It's like I saw OTW in that badass music video. He was literally in the forest. He ain't always in the studio. He ain't always in the studio, man.
That's my backyard. It's kind of hard to avoid.
Backyard. That's a flex, bro. That's just my backyard. Joe looks like a nature reserve. This shit.
The East 40.
He's like, right. It's just my backyard. Okay.
That's Baba. Elephant Wall. Baba. Oh, that's Baba. Don't worry about him. Yeah.
Look at this crazy mama. I love this lady right here. Crazy Mom with comment. You know my ass is blunt, so I'll say it. I was like, "What the fuck is NBC doing?" I was shocked, but I get it. People say hurtful things when they're mad. No, I don't love her anymore. No, she said that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You went in on her. No.
Oh, you didn't see that?
No. You can show it.
The last stream I did. The last stream I did.
I got 50%.
I knocked their head off. I wish say. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, people. Yeah, bro. People say I'm kind and all that shit, but the thing is, no matter how kind somebody is, there's that shadow side of them that they're that much diabolical too on the other side too. So I'll keep it 100. I'll stand on what I said and stuff, but I respect the fact that Neve has these friends that care about him and stuff. Whatever. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. That's what, Joe. That's why I don't. That's why I like to keep it copacetic. OTW is because I'm working on that restrictor plate on me. There's really no restrictor plate, so I don't do these debates and all that type of shit because that ain't me.
As long as you keep it to just giving your opinion, that's fair for anyone, right? You know, and people should be allowed to get themselves their opinion about you. In fact, Jack. I love Jack great, but I don't think we touched the way we could because when I give an opinion about him, if it's positive, great, Joe, I love you. And if it's negative, suddenly, he gets angry and mean and stuff.
Right. The thing with Jack Telka, he's peaceful.
Sometimes it's not about pointing out our discrepancies. Sometimes we can point out positive aspects of ourselves.
OCW. If please, I know you ain't been talking. Let me interrupt. I mean, even pointing out the negatives, but you can still point out the differences between us and allow them to be them. There's no reason.
Oh yeah, for sure,
you're different, right?
Yeah.
I don't have to point out our similarities. I have to point out your differences.
There's been a pattern of that recurring over the past 2.5 years to 3 years, right? I mean, eventually the people that go up and keep asking the same questions over and over again.
Shout out to Schiff. What's going on, bro?
Beyond just trying to point out faults and
shortcomings and shit. I hear what you're saying. If you just jump on panel, sort out shortcomings. It's like no tax, no couth. Don't do that. Yes, I don't give a fuck how much you dislike him. Don't be the guy who runs around hopping in, even in chat, not even on panel, even in chat, just to talk about motherfuckers. That's nonsense.
Right.
I agree with that. I agree with that premise. Like yesterday, we went pretty hard, but at the end of the day, I just don't like seeing my friend getting like dissed.
Oh, you was in there too, huh?
Yeah,
he was turned up.
I could have even went harder, but you know what? I said I don't like to go that route.
Get it ready, NPC. You play videos. Show me some.
You gonna play, dude? I'm trying to move on from that. But if anybody want to see it, look at the last stream if you want to see it.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm down with it.
I ain't playing that shit again.
I'm just saying, look, I don't watch other people's content.
Go ahead, shit.
I don't watch other people's content and stuff, but all I know is once I see my friend getting dissed, I mean, it's it's fair game,
Hey man, I got my back for sure.
Wait.
Appreciate that.
If this is not true, let's say my friend made a faux pas and someone's calling it out, I can't get mad at that person. Right? Even no matter how loyal I am, the truth will come first. So assuming that you really believe NPC was in the right, yes, you back your friend.
Well, yeah,
and I think you do.
I know NPC is not an idiot, so he's
I know he's not lying. Like he was a part of it. He's
there was a reason for my
no.
That's crazy.
There was a reason for my crash out. Now there was a reason. It didn't come out of nowhere. Now there was a reason in my view of my crash out, but that doesn't mean necessarily that I couldn't have gone like maybe a little bit more graceful with it, not as harsh. I'll stand on that. I mean, I'll give you that, but it wasn't like we were just playing patty cake or something. Motherfucker was talking shit, saying lies and stuff, so I had to say something. It's like some people, somebody comes at you with a knife, I'll go and bring a gun, verbally. You know what I'm saying?
I'm an idiot. I did see y'all talking. I was fast forwarding those parts.
See, that's what people do. They shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
shouldn't do that.
I'm like, I want to see the screen everybody talking about. Yes, you're
Yeah.
right.
I
So
mean,
I mean,
I
you can
would have
watch
seen
it
it.
later. Yeah, I
to
ain't gonna
be,
Yeah,
play
I'm
it though, because
watching it later.
I'm not trying to. I guess it's a kind of an olive branch to Neve, even
No, I
though
think it's
like
smart. I think it's
whatever.
wise. I think it's
I'm not gonna
wise.
be like fake and be like, "Oh, Neve, I'm so sorry on this." No, I would say it to her face. You know,
Yes,
I
I
mean, at
dig it.
least if, but whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here's the thing though. Yeah, shit was said, and I acknowledge I went hard and stuff like that, but it is what it is. That's all I gotta say. And watch the video if you only want to watch some shit, because there was some high level roasting right there.
I mean, Joe Cool, you haven't seen us roasting. I remember one time I went in on a motherfucker pretty fucking hard.
Yeah.
And that was just me being tamed, to be honest.
Right, right. So
I should have been the good cop. I should have been like, look, get your bitch ass out of here. Let's play the rest of this video. You know?
that's a
What's up,
good cop.
Leopard?
That's a
What's up,
good
Leopard?
cop.
Yeah.
Hey,
Everyone
Leopard.
comes in, right? We start talking about this like resetting what happened yesterday. Shift comes up here, and then the numbers go crazy. The numbers increase or whatnot. Yeah, but it is what it is. I'm gonna go. I got as me, trying to make this new universal soldier. My son, I gotta take him to kung fu class right now,
Beautiful,
acrobat
man.
class.
Beautiful.
So
Do your
Nice.
I'm
thing,
gonna do
man.
that.
The only
I'll
NPC, the next
I study
request,
Wing
man,
Chun.
play Brazil. Play Brazil next time.
There you go.
Okay, we got
Yes.
that. We got you.
All right, I'm glad I hopped up,
I got
man. You
you.
cats
Yeah.
be easy, man.
All right, Joe. Cool. Keep it pimping, bro. We see you. What'd you see? OT? OCW?
I said I
Say
study
something?
Wing Chun.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
That's the real deal right there. Definitely.
that's pretty much
Yeah.
a pretty deadly.
Yeah.
It's made to cripple in a very short amount of time. It's awesome. Like it's not just a martial art. It's actually kind of like a way of life, which is like,
It is a way of life, huh?
oh yeah, when you're like, see, I haven't like touched the dummy in about, well, I can say what, a year now. So I haven't incarnated really the way. So as soon as I put my
Yeah.
hands on that dummy again, I'm gonna, there's a path that you have to follow at the same time, which is fucking. It's not an easy path,
Just like
Yeah.
life, it's not an easy path. There's ups and downs, just like the name of this stream. Bittersweet Symphony, right? Because there's a lot of ups and downs, man. Twists and turns. And it was good to have y'all. Let's do this again sometime soon. Actually, tomorrow I have Glenn Lawrence is gonna interview me, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Pacific time on his channel. So
Nice.
we have a good conversation with Glenn tomorrow.
Sweet. It's gonna be
I'll
awesome.
be
Yeah.
sure to watch the replay because I'll be at work. So
Okay.
yeah,
Oh, he actually works. Wow, this is the first.
Yeah,
Like
man, I
the
have
three
a
of us on the
job.
panel, all three of us work, huh? Yeah, that's a rarity in the
like
YouTube streets.
Like YouTube sustains me.
Yeah,
That's a joke.
it sustains your fucking entertainment value. Your entertainment.
Well,
right?
yeah, like the artist in
Creativity.
Me, that's what it. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what it does. It keeps that part of me alive.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate y'all coming through.
All right,
I'll talk
man,
to
thanks
y'all.
for having me, man.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Thanks
thank
for
you.
having
Always
me.
a pleasure.
Peace.
Much love. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah. Who's this? It's a kick. Oh, kick booty. I was like, do I have to kick somebody? Ezra. I'm like, is there somebody else left to kick? Yeah, I appreciate you, Ezra. It's been a minute. Even though I saw you the last couple streams, always a pleasure. Amazon woman, Wonder Woman. Shout out to Crazy Mama. Man, yeah. Always love I'm coming from a place of love, even though that fucking hell can come out every now and then. Always trying to get better and better. Thank you for being patient with me, everybody. Joe Cool's a motherfucking cool. Absolutely. Gary Baxter in the house. Thank you for coming by. Nobleness D. I'm gonna go out. What country has the hottest chicks? Shit, I'm in Taiwan, so fucking Taiwan. There you go. I'm saying everywhere. I love the world is so cold with the beauty. It's ridiculous. So Everywhere has beauty. Rebecca Joe, that bitch part, yeah, for sure. Chuck in Tennessee, good to see you. Brother Jack Telcott, always a pleasure. Pixie T, yeah, that was a treat, huh? Yeah, Joe Cool, it was great to have you on there, Pixie T. I'll be watching you. The Shifty one, of course, but he ain't hard to find, right? Just like Heaven ain't hard to find. The legend, the raging patriot, 1776. Much respect, brother. The hardest working man in the metaverse. Look within. Get up on that panel next time. That's my shooter, my day one shooter right there. Shout out to Shadow Buddha, the twin. What's say? Oh, Lily, that Lily? Yeah, what's up? It's all coke. I think that's Lily. Maybe it's somebody else. But either way, what's up? How's it going? Shout out to the Flow State 2024 NPC the game best comedic live stream. Flow State. Shout out to Ozzy. Much love, sis. Divine Spark, the hardest working woman in the metaverse. Yeah, she's a wonderful being. Right? And then Rachel Zinger. Damn. Beautiful, man. Mike Ball, what's going on? Good. Haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you. And everybody else. Oh, Provo the legend. Yeah. I think I'm pulling myself up now. I might need some help every now and then, right? Shout out to the little big bro, Televised Apocalypse. I want to get that interview. And everybody else, salute. OTW. Always trying to get better. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for what's right. But know when you take accountability when you do something that you know you could have done better at. So, whoa, shit, this shit is glitching like a motherfucker. Yeah. We'll see you next time. Check out that Glenn Lawrence interview. Here on the Book of, I'm saying the Book of Gabriel, yes, the Book of Gabriel, Bittersweet Symphony. That's what he said. You can try to understand. We'll see.